Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I made a video. A lot of Diablo, a lot of work, gym, all that. Been slacking, been grinding away, but I'm 100 in the game. I'm sure some of you are not nerds, but I'm going to cut back a bit until season 1, just level some alts and have fun with it, not really grind so hard. But content should ramp back up, I hope. But I wanted to talk about July 4th. I was a little worried about July 4th because it's like the only... Every time I've had decent sober sprees, it's always been like near the end of the year or tethered into the beginning of the year, which is weird because New Year's I've been sober before. But I can't remember going a July 4th not drinking. I may have a few times, like I've said in the past, I went 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, 2 months, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. I've had a vast pedigree of sober sprees. Still on that caffeine. With July 4th, I don't know. I may not have ever went a July 4th without drinking, and since I was in my teens, I don't know, but I was a little worried. And it's a big party weekend. I know July 4th is on Tuesday, but it doesn't matter. It's an excuse to drink all weekend. And I remember in the past, July 4th falling on like a Wednesday and just getting blasted. And I've actually missed work the following day and lost my holiday pay and stuff in the past. This was many years ago. That only happened one time. But yeah, big drinking holiday. Don't mind the background. I got random stuff. My headset stopped working. I got to deal with that to the manufacturer and all that stuff. But yeah, July 4th. It's a big party weekend, man. It's Saturday morning right now, so already a day in, and I'm good. I was worried, but I know I won't drink because a month away from July 4th is my 1 year. I actually hit 11 months in 3 days. So happy 11 months to me. And it's good that I'm so close to my year because I'll never break it. Now, if I was only like a month to 3 months sober, this would be much more of a testament to my sobriety. Okay. But I know I'm good. And you'll see me make videos in a week and I'll be Gucci. I'm going to 2 gatherings this weekend. Not really super party-ish. I'm sure people will be drinking. But it is what it is. It doesn't faze me. It's just something you have to be resilient to. I've already been around some instances where people were taking shots and stuff. It's not... I don't know. Just... Usually I'm driving, so... It's already a no-go. Even when I was drinking, I would never drink and drive. And you be careful this weekend with that. You never know who's out there. There's a lot of people that do it, and it's unfortunate. Looking at my webcam. It's a little flicker. It's a little flicky. I'm still trying to adjust this thing. I love it, but it's really weird with lighting and exposure. But yeah, hopefully if you're on a sober journey, you stay strong. It's weird with the lighting compensation on this, man. We'll leave it there. But yeah, hopefully you stay strong. If you do break, it is what it is. I completely understand. But it's a little testament to me too. But we're going to get through it, and I'm going to add it to my repertoire of holidays I've gotten through. And hopefully you can do the same. I know it's hard. I know holidays are much, much harder than, the average weekend. The weekdays have never really been an issue for me. It was always like work, drink on the weekends or every other weekend, But the holidays were always treacherous. Like, I would go Memorial Day weekend, July 4th weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday drinking. I've done that. Have not done that in a very long time because of hangovers just gradually getting worse and worse. So yeah, stay strong. I know it being so socially acceptable and being at every corner store ever imaginable makes it hard, but that stuff doesn't faze me. I haven't driven to like a liquor store or a beer barn or any type of thing like that distributor since I've gotten sober. That was like a struggling thing while I was actively drinking and then trying to quit. I haven't had any like close calls. The only thing that's really getting to me is like once every month or two, I'll get that like that Friday spell where I'm like, oh man, I could use a drink. And then my brain will play that trick on me like, oh, it's a holiday. Oh, you can have a few. Oh, you can do this. And I just have to like shut it off and be like, you know what I mean? I have to just battle it. And it's not even that persistent anymore. That stuff is way stronger earlier on. As I've talked about 1,000 times, that stuff alleviates even the holiday cravings and like the FOMO, I have an extra day off this weekend or I'm off, I want to drink. That stuff slides away, I've been playing Diablo for way too much, like in my spare time. And I work 10-hour days. I'm at the gym in the morning or I'm working out in the morning. I play guitar. I'm trying to do family stuff. So I'm busy, but I do play too much Diablo and like not drank at all. First time I've played Diablo more the past month than I've gamed in the past 4 probably, honestly, because I was playing COD sporadically here and there. And it feels good to not be wasted while gaming. I mean, there was a hint at release of like, oh man, I'm usually like ready to rip and roar, like 4 or 5 mixed drinks in, game releases, I grind it out, baby, you know what I mean? And then, I'm like incoherent for half the session or whatever, and then I'm not even enjoying it at that point, and I wake up feeling like crap, and then I don't even want to play because I'm hungover. I don't have to deal with that, and I relish in that. Excuse my eye allergens. I was holding my cat and playing with my cat, and he sheds everywhere, and I'm not super allergic to cats, but when it's like all over me and stuff, my eyes start going and my nose. But it's my fault. I was messing with him. But yeah. That being said, I've stated this so many times. If you're early on, if you're in like the infancy, which some people would consider even a year infancy into sobriety, if you have like 20, 30 years, I get that. But like super early on, weeks to a few months, you got to realize in time your resiliency will get much stronger. The cravings will deplete back quite a bit. That's not to say if I were to go and drink this weekend and party and just go back to the weekend binging, the cravings would be right back if I quit again. And then some people believe in kindling, which if you consistently get sober and quit, it gets worse and worse. Like your withdrawal symptoms, your cravings, you're kindling. It's a kindling effect some people believe in. So it gets better in time. I'm telling you, when I passed 4 to 6 months, it was much different for me. There's never a perfect day. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's not like a cure-all. It's not like people that take an SSRI. It's not going to, like, be a 2X to help their discomfort and anxiety or depression, It's like a 15, 20% boost at max, But the resilience goes up quite a bit. I'm not saying 100%, but like 30, 40, 50%. at times. It gets much easier. It's still a battle. It's always a struggle, mentally. And I still catch my brain trying to convince myself of things. And I sort of think it's funny, and I know I'm not going to drink, but that's where you got to get to where, like, it's sort of just, it's a thought. It doesn't become reality. It doesn't become a physicality. So many times I would think it and obsess on it and obsess. It was like 4 to 6 p.m., like all day at work, and then off and on, and then from like 4 to 7 for me to stay sober on a Friday. I'd be battling with it until like 8, 9 o'clock, and then I'd just give up. Then it'd be like 10, 11, 12. It'd already be too late for me to even contemplate drinking, right? And I'd be like relieved then. It was like a relief. But for like a 4 or 5 hour stint, it was just like constantly like, oh, should I go get drinks? Should I get drinks? I'd be like trying to convince myself, unconvincing myself, back and forth, down to that. And sometimes doing that, it was like I'd blink and there I was with drinking right here in this spot with a bottle or a case, whatever it may be, just like that. Because you go, you get it, and there was like a rush to like just doing that taboo act, like when you were like a little sober spree, or like people didn't want you to drink. There was a rush just going and doing it and doing like something you weren't supposed to be doing, and then numbing out. But it was so crazy how quick it was. Like, pooh, it was like a blink of an eye, and then you're there drinking. Like, what happened? What is going on? Like, why am I even doing this? And then fast forward 4 hours later, you're drunk, black out, and I remember thinking, like, this isn't even fun. That wasn't even fun to me. It was the buzz that always turned into that. The buzz was what was fun. But I could never stop there, because once that buzz was there, it was game over, man. It was like I didn't care. I wanted more and more and more and more. But then I didn't even like the end effect. But anyways, I'm rambling. Hopefully your 4th of July weekend's great. Stay strong. Stay strong in the Tuesday. I'm off for 4 days, so I should be able to backlog a good amount of content, especially Monday and Tuesday. I will be busy these evenings, but in the mornings I can log some content. So I'm going to try to pump out some content and, like, make up for the past few weeks. But yeah, stay strong. I know the holidays are tough, but you got this. I'm going to fill it with, I got leg day today. Do some calisthenics. I'll be back on my lift grind Monday. So yeah, take it easy.